Hi, Evan. Guess what? I have another chapter in Frog and Toad. This one is called Shivers. Let's see what it's about. The night was cold and dark. Listen to the wind howling in the trees, said Frog. What a fine time for a ghost story. Ooh. Toad moved deeper into his chair. Toad, asked Frog, don't you like to be scared? Don't you like to feel the shivers? I am not too sure, said Toad. Frog made a fresh pot of tea. He sat down and began a story. See, there they are with their tea. And look outside, it's all dark and stormy outside. Ooh. When I was small, said Frog, my mother and father and I went out for a picnic. On the way home, we lost our way. My mother was worried. We must get home, she said. We do not want to meet the old dark frog. Who is that? I asked. A terrible ghost, said my father. He comes out at night and eats little frog children for supper. Uh-oh. Toad sipped his tea. Frog, he asked, are you making this up? Maybe yes and maybe no, said Frog. So there's the frog family going out for a walk in the woods. There's Toad. My mother and father went to search for a path, said Frog. They told me to wait until they came back. I sat under a tree and waited. The woods became dark. I was afraid. Then I saw two huge eyes. It was the old dark frog. And he was standing near me. So there's Frog waiting all by himself. And there's the old dark frog looking down at Froggy. Uh-oh. Wonder what's gonna happen next. Frog, asked Toad, did this really happen? Maybe it did, and maybe it didn't, said Frog. Frog went on with his story. The dark frog pulled a jump rope out of his pocket. I am not hungry now, said the dark frog. I have eaten too many tasty frog children. But after I jump rope 100 times, I will be hungry again, and then I will eat you. Oh, look at Frog. He looks scared. He does. Uh-oh. And there's the big green frog. Oh my gosh. The dark frog tied one end of the rope to a tree. Turn for me, he shouted. I turned the rope for the dark frog. He jumped 20 times. I'm beginning to get hungry, said the dark frog. He jumped 50 times. I'm getting hungrier, said the dark frog. He jumped 90 times. I am very hungry now, said the big dark frog. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. What's gonna happen? What happened then, asked Toad. I had to save my life, said Frog. I ran around and around the tree with the rope, and I tied up the old dark frog. He roared and he screamed, and I ran away fast. There's Toad with his teacup. Look at his big eyes. And there's the frog all tied up. Oh my goodness, roaring and screaming. I found my mother and father, said Frog, and we came home safely. Frog, asked Toad, was that a true story? Maybe it was, and maybe it wasn't, said Frog. Frog and Toad sat close by the fire. They were scared. The teacups shook in their hands. They were having the shivers. It was a good, warm feeling. Aw, what do you think? Were you scared? There we go. And there they are by the fire having their tea. I don't know. I don't like to be scared. Do you like scary stories, Evan? I don't so much because they scare me and give me the shivers, and I don't like that. All right, there's your shivery story for tonight. You have sweet dreams anyway, because you know it's all pretend, right? Frog was pretending his story about the old dark frog, and this author was pretending both stories. How about that? Love you so much.